Hello and welcome to highlights of Gent Wevelgem in Flanders Fields. Round 9 on the Women's World Tour for 2023. The riders starting under the Menin Gate and heading up towards Werne, where we were in the week for Classic Brugge de Panne, through De Moeren from the opposite side, and then into 7 climbs. The Scherpenberg, the Baneberg, the Monteberg, into the punishing slopes of the Kemmelberg from the Belvedere side. They would loop back round up the Scherpenberg and the Baneberg for the second time through the Kemmelberg with 34.3 to go, and then they would have a crosswind from the left all the way to the finish in Wevelgem. Inside 70 kilometres to go, there was still a sizable peloton as they headed towards the Scherpenberg, but unfortunately the race would be marred by several big crashes in the peloton. One of them on the slippery cobblestones did take down Pfeiffer Georgie of Team DSM. The British rider who had won Brugge de Panne in the week came into the race as a pre-race favourite, but Georgie would make it back into the group on not just one but multiple occasions. Onto the Kemmelberg, Lotte Kopecky, Kasia Niewiadoma and Anna Henderson did manage to ride clear, but with 51.6 kilometres to go, was it too far from the finish? The group did swell in numbers and also included riders such as Kasia Niewiadoma, who had made it back into the group. Unfortunately, a big crash in the bunch did take down multiple riders. They would head towards the Baneberg for the second time, and Marlen Reusser of SD Works crept off the front almost by stealth. Not a rider that you want to let go clear. Onto the Kemmelberg for the final time. Grace Brown and Lotte Kopecky on the front. As the group swelled in numbers yet again, multiple teams would get strength in numbers. Marlen Reusser's gap, though, was up over 2 minutes. Shari Bossait, the Belgian rider from Canyon SRAM, did manage to take a chasing group clear. And with her would go Pfeiffer Georgie, Anna Henderson, Eleanor Barker, Eugenia Bujak, Shirin Van Anrooy and Christine Majerus, who was defending for leader Marlen Reusser. With 5k to go, it was looking great for the Swiss rider, but it wasn't without event, and it was heart-in-mouth moments for Reusser as she was directed in the wrong direction. Only fractions of a second lost, though. She was through the Flamme Rouge and heading towards her first classic victory. She would add it to the likes of her stage win in the Tour de France Femmes avec Zwift in 2022. She had said coming into the season she wanted to become less of a time trialist and more of a classics rider, and she has done that. The chasing group behind, though, were messing about and looking over the shoulders, and it did allow a sizable group to come back to them right in sight of the finish. Megan Jastrap on the left from Team DSM. She'd been in the group, led out the sprint, and she would take second spot on the podium ahead of Maaike van der Down of Canyon SRAM, who just edged out Caroline Swinkels of Jumbo-Visma. The first Swiss woman to win Gent Wevelgem, Marlen Reusser adds her name to a great roll call of honour and her first big classics victory. Confirmation of your result: Marlen Reusser from Megan Jastrap and Maaike van der Down, Swinkels, Scheinberger, Bastianelli, Barker, Caponi, Henderson and Bossait, your top 10. It was a cheery podium as the popular Swiss rider stood on the top step ahead of the young American Megan Jastrap, and Maaike van der Down, having a great season for Canyon SRAM, takes that third spot, her second World Tour podium of the season. We now head to Dwars door Vlaanderen on Wednesday, and the next round of the Women's World Tour is the Ronde van Vlaanderen in 1 week's time.